Hello everybody, it's Warner, and in this video I'll be giving a few tips to identify the mistakes your opponents make in build battles and how to win off them. I hope you guys enjoyed the change of content from montages to tutorials. With that said, let's get right into the video. My first tip is to find patterns in your opponent. In my opinion, this is the most important. You can find your opponent doing the same retakes, running in the same direction out of a box, or just leaving the same spots left uncovered. I am now going to show you a clip of where my opponent tended to jump a lot, especially when they were side jumping or in a box. Let's get right into it. After my start, I try to cone off my opponent and get a free shot, but he hits me instead and I totally whiff. Right here I cone and then hit a 170. As you saw, he jumped and I put a cone over him because that's what he tended to do. So now, moving into the second half of this clip, he came up from the side and I knew he was going to jump around and try to shoot me. So I put a wall and then a cone. He lands on the cone and has nothing he can do. Moving on to my next tip, it's predicting the moves of your opponent. After you identify the patterns, you can find maybe that your opponent side jumps, does a lot of cone edits towards you, and maybe edits out a sidewall a lot. So you can predict their movements and use piece control to get free shots or even kills. In the clip I'm about to show you, I predicted my opponent would do two moves: come out from underneath the cone and then go out to the right side. In the beginning of this clip, my opponent surprised me and took me down to 75 HP, making me the weaker one in the fight. When I saw him ramping up, I tried to piece control it, taking his cone and wall. Knowing he was an aggressive player, I predicted he would run from underneath the cone, giving me a free 90 shot on him. I also predicted he would go out to the right, so I edited the top 3 boxes of the wall, giving me another free shot and kill. My next tip usually only works on more advanced opponents. Advanced opponents read your tendencies and predict what you're going to do. But if you use your repetition against them, it could be key to your victory. In the clip I'm about to show you, I use my tendencies against the opponent. Normally I tend to go out to the right side, but this time I went out left and took him out. To start the clip, I'm editing out of a box and looking for a high wall and piece control on my opponent. Even though I don't get him with the piece control, I go up, fake right, and headshot him for 78, giving me the kill. In summary, you want to identify the patterns of your opponent. Using your knowledge of your opponent's patterns, you want to predict their next move using piece control. And finally, you want to use your tendencies against your opponent. Maybe it's faking out right and going out left. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helped you.